Hi guys, today we're going to react to Rosier by NEMOPHILA, a Luna C cover. I don't know Luna C, it's the first time encountering this band. This is a Buy Me a Coffee request from JM. Thank you JM for bringing us back to NEMOPHILA and for your support. Much appreciated.
Thank you JM, our number one NEMOPHILA requester. Thank you very much for this. We appreciate it. Thank you for all the support you've thrown our way. You've been absolutely amazing. Luna C, I'm not sure about the band. I've never heard them, but I've heard their name mentioned before in comments. Must be a fairly influential Japanese band, I would assume, but I don't know. So let's see how NEMOPHILA covers them.
This cover by NEMOPHILA came out 4 years ago. It was in the middle of COVID. At seeing it first, I was gonna say, yeah, we mentioned before that they like recording in the house regardless of COVID. This was in COVID, and we have Saki here. 5 members of NEMOPHILA here. We get the older version of NEMOPHILA. It's always lovely to see Saki. I don't know what prompted them to cover the song. I have nothing to compare it to. I haven't heard the original, but I love the vibe. We've seen enough home recordings of NEMOPHILA where Tamu goes into it on the drums that it has become like a habit, at least for me, to know what to expect, to know that we're in for a ride for something NEMOPHILA likes to do. Specifically, this is COVID, but we've seen home recordings of them past COVID. I love the rhythm, I love the pace. So far, amazing.
Yeah, I think that the recordings that you're referring to were more studio recordings that we saw in recent times. But in the past, I think in this sort of setup, they're separate. That's kind of how we know that they're all kind of in their own homes, potentially. We've termed these the COVID sessions, and this is how we approach them every time. But again, doesn't matter. It's NEMOPHILA doing their thing, and it's always good. It doesn't really matter. This one is a little bit more low-key. It started off, and I thought, okay, this is fast and energetic, but it kind of stayed on that level for a long time so far. It kicked up a bit towards the time that you stopped it, but I get the feeling that it's still going to kick up some more. The girls, as always, look fantastic, sound fantastic. It's NEMOPHILA. What more can we say? Absolutely great.
I have the feeling that this is a straight cover. I don't know why. I don't have no idea what the original song sounds like. To be more accurate, I won't be surprised if this is a straight cover. And with it, in my mind at least, being a straight cover, it doesn't feel like it differs too much from NEMOPHILA's regular style, or a style that we've known them to have in multiple listens of different songs.
Yeah, if I had to describe NEMOPHILA's style, like across the board, they have ballads that sometimes verge on rock ballads or pop even, and they have songs that have a decent beat that reside somewhere in the rock area, and some that are more hard rock metal. This is that middle, where it's still energetic and interesting, but it's that kind of rockin' NEMOPHILA, but not rockin' so hard. But again, like I said, we're only about a third of the way through, so it could still get heavier, which we'll find out. As always, and I've stated this, it feels like at least one of the girls suggested this song to the band, and they are a massive fan of the song or the band that they're covering. And I think it makes me look at it a certain way. It's like it gives me an inside look into the mind of NEMOPHILA in some way as to their influences and what kind of music they like. I love that about their covers.
ロジア愛した君にはロジア近づけない し求めてこの世にかざした細い指先答えを探し求めている揺れて揺れて今心が何も信じられないまま咲いていたのは Rosy Heart 揺れて揺れてこの世界で愛することもできるまま儚く散ってゆくのが花びらのように
I'm trying to remember when we reacted to a song like that, not the cover aspect, but the vocals. Haraguchi-san has a significant section here with her vocals resembling the component that we heard in Enter Sandman by Metallica, where the Warning covered it and Paulina had the little section where she almost speaks or whispers. So Haraguchi-san had the same section here, and because it's Haraguchi-san, if we reacted to backing vocals from other band members of NEMOPHILA, I don't think it was ever something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if covering this song was Haraguchi-san's idea.
That's a good point, because also the way she did it, very confidently and passionately, and I think it's the first time I've heard her take on something like that in any of the songs that we've covered. First of all, it made me smile. I don't know why. I really like Haraguchi-san. It was awesome to see her do that, and with a lot of confidence, and it sounded great too. There's something about this song, it definitely picked up. The energy level has risen a little bit, and the intensity. I think it stems from the subject matter. We won't get too deeply into the subject matter because this is a cover, so if we ever do get to do the Lunacy version, we will do it there. But it seems to be a song that sort of centers around some kind of heartbreak and that sort of alienation from the world as a result of being in heartbreak from some kind of separation. Yeah. It felt to me like Haraguchi-san perhaps can really relate to the song, or at some point in her life she could really relate to this song, and it came out of her in that way. But it feels like the whole band is really into it. We're watching Hazuki smile as she's playing, as Haraguchi-san was singing. I thought that was really cool. Again, it's almost like a special occasion that Haraguchi-san does vocals to this extent. I thought was really, really cool. There's something about NEMOPHILA. We've said it a million times, but they are like the coolest, and we love, watching them. And every time we find out something new about them, it's kind of exciting. So this is another one of those cases.
Yeah, the vibe I'm getting from Mayu's performance in comparison to what they usually do, it's something that is subtle in my mind, because Mayu has like this variety of voices that she uses. She has her clear vocals and she has that screech, and she has like a variety of attitudes where she's more of an attack mode or a calmer mode. In here, I got the feeling that she's maybe personally invested in the subject matter of the song, because in here it feels, to me at least, like her femininity is slightly amplified.
It's strange, but I thought of it more as maybe slightly laid back and slightly held back, because I think that you're right, what you said about Haraguchi-san. We could be completely wrong about this. It's just what it looks like, first time reaction, and looking at this, it just feels like the girls are giving her the spotlight, like saying, this is your song, enjoy it, and we all respect the song and we respect you, and that kind of feeling. We've said this before, that NEMOPHILA feels like a family, the way the band is and the way they are with each other, and I think that's why it makes us see it that way, but we could be wrong. But I like that thought,
のように今心が何も信じられないまま咲いていたのは Rosy Heart 揺れて揺れてこの世界で愛することもできるまま悲しいほど鮮やかな花びらのように Rosy 愛した君にはローズや近づけないローズや抱きしめられないローズや自分さえもローズや愛した君にはローズや近づけないローズや抱きしめられないローズや愛しすぎてローズや愛した君にはローズや近づけないローズや抱きしめられないローズや愛しすぎて I was a trigger
the trigger.
It's a beautiful experience. They probably had the progression early on, and I didn't see it immediately. But the way they ended the song with the increasing rhythmic tempo from Tamu, I don't know why it felt like almost a call to action to prevail whatever's ailing the narrator. Like they ended it on a positive note. I can't put my finger on what specifically made me feel that, but Tamu's drumming had something to do with it.
I think there's something to that it ends on a slightly positive note with, repeating that I am the trigger, which is either taking some accountability, responsibility for the situation, or actually saying I have the power of changing things. So yeah, very, very cool. This song is kind of like a low-key banger. I really enjoyed the beat of it. I really enjoyed everything about it. It still felt like it was kind of rocking, but it didn't go into like that metal area that they go into sometimes. I don't know when the original was released, but it has the feel of like a 90s hard rock song. I really like that.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. For some reason, I imagine it being played entirely different if they're on stage, if they're doing it live. Like a lot more energy, and then they'll be all over the stage. But I don't know. I really have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, but I definitely like to get to know Lunacy and cover that original at some point. That was really, really cool. Yeah, just fantastic. So again, thank you, JM, for another awesome NEMOPHILA request. You've been absolutely amazing. We appreciate all the support you are giving us. And yeah, we're looking forward to more. Thank you so much.
Thanks, JM, for this NEMOPHILA request. We enjoyed reacting to it very much. And thank you for your support. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you get notified on all our future videos. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
As always, our NEMOPHILA Reactions playlist should be up on the screen sometime about now. Give it a click, check them out. We love this band. We're sure you will as well. Thanks a lot, guys, for all the support you're throwing our way. We appreciate you. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you all then. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.